All right. What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Fan Talk on GLX Sports. I am your humble host, Big G.
Laker Mike. Lakers not doing too good right now, Mike. That's why.
This is Big Shann up in the house as usual.
It's your boy, the architect, young one.
All right. Everybody got a full slate tonight, man. We got topic upon topic upon topic. So we're going to start it off light, work our way up. Oh, no, you know what? We'll come right in with the breaking news. Breaking news, Tom Brady unretires, coming back to the league. One more year.
I knew that bastard wouldn't retire.
That's kind of late breaking, you know what I mean? I don't know. We don't have too much info on it, but, what do you guys think? We'll start off with you, architect.
Hey, man, look, I'm not going to lie. Saying that Tom Brady has been showing dominance since I was a child. Like, he's, one more year won't hurt. I feel like the whole reason why he really came back, he didn't want to go out on those terms that when he lost in the playoffs and whatnot. I think he wholeheartedly believes he can get one more Super Bowl, or at least get to one more Super Bowl. I'm kind of excited to see what that team's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they franchise tagged Chris Godwin. So that offense should pretty much be the same minus AB. So maybe that Scotty Miller kid steps back up into his role or whatever. But we'll see, man. I'm curious to see what Thomas brings to the table this year. See if he still got that pliability thing working out for
him. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading his post, man. He put last 2 months he realized his place is still on the field and not in the stands. He's like, that time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates. I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'll be back for my 23rd season in Tampa Bay. Unfinished business. LFG. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he said, man. Shan, what do you think about that?
Well, I told you guys last season that I didn't think he was done. He just didn't have that little look in his eye like I'm done. I think he kind of settled down for the family, like what more do you want to do? And, he's one of them cats that want to go away a winner. Hopefully he won't go out like Favre did, where they have to come up with the little behind the scenes thing to get him off the field, but maybe he heard the little rumors about the Bucks entertaining Baker Mayfield coming over there or something. He's like, oh, hell nah. I can't have that.
Damn.
But I didn't think he was done last year. I think he just did it for the family, and then he probably got on Giselle's nerves, talking about all the behind the scenes moves and everything that was happening. She was like, oh shit, just go back already. God damn it. Just go.
Damn. It's funny. Yeah. What you got on that, Mike?
I don't know. Bruce Arians probably called his ass, got on, and he said, "Come, you got me in a bad spot. I need you to come back for one more year. We need you for one more year so we can develop this other quarterback behind you, and we're in a bad spot. You got to bring your ass back." I kind of thought that he wasn't going to stay retired. I just had a funny feeling he just couldn't stay away like Too Short, huh? That song just couldn't stay away from the game, Gregory.
Yeah, and the NFC is wide open, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
yeah, that's why he came back.
He looked at that and was like, I got action. You know what I mean? The AFC over there, it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, but what about the free agency, though? All them free agents they got, how are they going to get all that together?
I think they're reconstructed a lot of contracts.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady's one of them dudes everybody want to play with, so there'll be a lot of restructuring going on. And plus, Tom Brady, realistically, he can command just as much as any quarterback in the league, but he always is like, I'll take a pay cut so I can make the team better. So they'll be in the mix, man. They'll be in the mix.
They can bring back play. They're gonna bring playoff Lenny back too.
Playoff Lenny, who's that?
That's Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette, baby, come on now.
Fournette.
Oh man, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even be tripping off dude, man. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. You gotta put some respect on dog.
We gonna move it along. We got so many tonight. We're gonna move on to Carson Wentz going to the Commanders, man. Me personally, as a Cowboys fan, I'm clapping up because we know we got 2 more interceptions per game coming.
Hold on now. He only threw like 7 last year.
Okay. Okay, one interception and one fumble. He fumbles a whole lot at the quarterback position. So we know we got turnovers coming. I mean, this dude, he went over there to Frank Reich with the Colts because, Frank Reich is where he had his success with Eagles. So Frank Reich was supposed to be the man that can get them back together. And even Frank Reich was in the end was like, there's nothing I can do. And there's nothing here. You know what I mean? Like he shot his load, and then the thing is, he'll make a spectacular play because he has the skills. He got the arm, he got the size, about 6'4", 6'5", 240 pounds, something like that.
6'6". That fool 6'6".
So I'm saying prototypical big quarterback with the big live arm, but don't have the live brain, man. During the game, he makes some silly mistakes. You know what I mean? And the thing with him is they say he's not a leader of men. They say in the locker room, a lot of the guys are like, he's not that dude that you want to get in the foxhole with and go to battle with. You know what I mean? So in Philadelphia, really, it says a lot that during that Super Bowl run, they built the shrine to Nick Foles. The team did, to the backup quarterback rather than their leader, Carson Wentz. So, in the end, they say he has a lack of leadership. He's resistant to hard coaching. He's reckless as a style of play, and he has no leadership skills. So, like, for me, it's a welcome to see him go over to the Commanders. You know what I mean? What you got on that, Shan?
Oh man, everything you said, but like realistically, I think the Commanders was like, man, we ain't going anywhere with Heineke, man. We got to do something, And it's said that they called every football team in the league to see what their quarterback situation was going on. You know what I mean? And I think they were even trying to get Garoppolo, but he just had his little shoulder surgery and whatnot. So they was just like, man, let's just go ahead and getting while it's good. We could do something with Wentz. We got to do a lot more with him than we could do with Heineke, So they wasn't getting Russell. They wasn't getting Aaron. They wasn't getting anybody, man. And then I guess when they called the Colts was like, oh yeah, I believe we can make some things happen. Everybody else was probably just like, we're gonna wait and see. So, the Commanders got a lot going on. The least of their worries right now is them going to the playoffs, and just them picking up Wentz is evident of that. They like, we just want to make it look good for the fans. We're not really tripping.
All right, shit.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Mike. What you got on that, man? I don't know. Should I call you Raider Mike or should I call you Laker Mike? I'm getting confused over here.
He introduced himself as Laker Mike today.
Well, we let's put it this way: Laker Mike, with the Lakers not playing very well right now, but it's all good. So saying
the score is only 130-98.
What do you mean only? You mean only? What do you mean only? That ain't the only, Gregory. That's not an only. That's a pulling your pants down, spanking your ass with a wet belt.
That is an ass woman.
That's getting your ass spanked with your pants down, butt naked with a wet belt. Okay, getting our ass. So I'm just gonna say that. Let's just leave it at that. But anyway, if we're gonna talk about the Washington Finks, the Washington Commanders. Should have named them bastards the Washington Finks. Like I said, that name fit better. Just had somebody with a person on a man with with a face with a helmet on going like this, or having a camera. That's what they should have did. That's how I feel about them. But getting Carson Wentz was just to try to put a big name at quarterback and a quarterback that have a big arm. Because Heineke, face it, he was only 6 feet. He's undersized. He didn't have a big arm, and he didn't get the job done the way they wanted him to. During late in the season, and there was change. They knew that they had to get somebody in there because Ron Rivera knew if he don't get a quarterback in there, his days would be numbered being the coach there, and he know that. So I think that was a good move for them because now he can play quarterback if they got some pieces. Washington got some pieces on offense. They got a good defense, so he's basically in the same position he was in Indy almost. But I think he need to throw the ball more. I think in Indy, he threw the ball. He didn't throw enough in Indy because they had Jonathan Taylor was running. So I just think they just need to mix it up and so we could just put his full repertoire on display. That's what they're gonna have to do. And if it's either win or bust for him, you know. And for this is his last shot. You know, he didn't get a couple of chances, but anyway, that's why I think they did that. So, you know, they need to put some butts in seats, like he said. And yeah, that's all. That's all I can say on him.
Okay. Architect, what you got?
I think y'all not giving Carson Wentz enough credit, man. I don't think he's as bad as people say. People like, you know, portray it, because if you look at it last year in Indy, obviously they weren't a throwing football team. They weren't looking to throw the ball. They had one of the best running backs in the league. And Carson Wentz he completed 62% of his passes. He threw for 3,500 plus yards. And he had an average QBR rate of 94.6. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
That's
OG, before you go on, the last two games when they had a chance to go to play.
Hey, hold on. I wasn't done yet.
Okay.
See,
All
look,
right.
see, you jumping the gun.
All right.
Let me talk.
Let me
Talk, man.
All right.
No, but anyway,
to leave the people astray.
You jumping the gun. You never know how I was gonna come full circle. You gotta listen. Open your ears.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Right. My bad.
Anyways, like I was saying, threw for over 3,500 yards, 27 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. Now, Carson Wentz, you know what I'm saying? He's only thrown more than 7 interceptions twice in his career. You know what I'm saying? His rookie year, he threw 14, and I believe his last year in Philly, he threw 15. Other than that, he's been consistent, I guess, at throwing 7 interceptions, which really ain't bad when you look at it. Is he an upgrade over Taylor Heineke? I would absolutely say so. The only gripe I have with that, Taylor Heineke, like the Washington believed in Taylor Heineke. You know what I'm saying? After Alex Smith went down and whoever their other quarterback was, like, they rallied behind him. And as much as they love Taylor Heineke, they know at the end of the day, they can't win with him. People also forget Carson Wentz before he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? That man was an MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? They say he's not a great leader, but I feel like on Washington, he doesn't necessarily have to be, because they have so many alpha males, so many outspoken people. You see what Chase Young did his rookie year. He came up and was a leader. Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen? I think that's his name. You know, a lot of it is focused more so on their defense. And what is Ron Rivera? Ron Rivera is more of a defensive type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I think him going to Washington, very much to what Mike said, is, you know, it's his last chance as far as being a starter in the NFL. I think it'll be good for him, because it won't be such a high focus on him as much as it is going to be on that defensive line of Washington. You know what I'm saying? Because them healthy is kind of what got them into the playoffs when they went 7-9 or something like that 2 years ago. I think all in all, this is going to be a good fit for Carson Wentz. I think Frank Reich did what he needed to do as far as somewhat build that confidence back to where he doesn't have too much pressure on him. And then now he has a legitimate number one receiver in Terry McLaurin, who I think is one of the more underrated receivers in the league. So we'll see. I think honestly they'll probably be third in the NFC East, because I think the Eagles are still significantly better. Obviously, I think your Cowboys, I think it's still their division to lose, and the Giants, they're in shambles. So
the Giants.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think Carson Wentz will be all right. I think this year he'll probably he'll do better than what people expect.
Okay. I got you on that. Just a follow up though. Those last 2 games I was talking about is QBR. You said the season average was what? 90 what?
94.6. Those last 2 games against the Raiders and the Jags, he was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, against the Raiders
100%.
it was 27.9. Against the Jags, God,
it was like 5 or some shit like that, right? It was really, really low.
He had a A+ GPA average in high school, 4.3. It was 4.3 QBR, bro, with a chance to go to playoffs. I think, but then maybe by that time, maybe the culture done with him and he was done with the Colts too. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but for him to play that bad, he got sacked 6 times in that game too. And then he threw for like 185 yards. So
yeah, the man's was terrible. Yeah, absolutely.
We don't know. You know, it could have been over by then. The writing could have been on the wall. So we don't know. But we're gonna push this thing right along, man. We're gonna go to Michael's favorite. Russell Last name Wilson.
Wilson.
We knew he was getting traded.
Yes, Russ to the Broncos. Now I'm gonna let all the Raiders go first on this, and I'm gonna kick back and see what y'all got to say, because then I'm gonna sweep it on up in the end. So, Shan, what you got on that, man? You terrified or you happy he's there?
I think it's a good move for Russell. You know what I mean? It's going to be electrifying for our division. You know, I'm not happy he's there, but I'm happy for him, you know? And I mean, what they gave up 3 players and like 4 picks or something like that. You know, that man's got a lot of stature behind his name, man.
Yeah, 5 picks, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a 5th.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, they gave up Locke, they tied in fine, and one of their defensive linemen. So, you know,
Shelby Harris.
there's still a lot of belief in him, and that's the only component that they were missing, man. I don't know what happens to Teddy. Is he still going to be there? Is he going to be their backup?
Nah,
They'll probably let him go.
He's probably going to wind up on the little Niners or something. Anyhow, but you know, I mean, shit, I'm excited for that man. You know, now that makes our division explosive, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if we can't, we got a good defensive line that could hold it down, you know, but that man's a different character back there, man. And he was doing all what he was doing without a good line to back him up, offensive line. Shit, man. It is a little terrifying to see, but overall, man, I'm happy for that man.
Okay. Architect, what you got on that, man?
Man, you know, I think Russell Wilson, man, I think he's gonna be all right, man. I think honestly that made the AFC West obviously back to being the most competitive division. I think all teams have shown that they have the capability of going to the playoffs. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, for a while the Broncos were kind of like, they didn't know what they want, where they were going, because they haven't had any success since Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? John Elway's talent, as far as talent scouting for a quarterback, is terrible. But if he can find one that's already established, you see what he can do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Russell Wilson, he's already, you know what I'm saying? He's been to Super Bowls, won one of them. You know, he is the best quarterback in Seahawks history. You know what I'm saying? I think the Broncos, man, they'll be definitely more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I think the AFC West very much will have 2 teams in the playoffs next year, but
maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Shit, yeah, maybe 3, man. You know what I'm saying? And to say, and you know, it's crazy to say that the AFC has 3 of the best quarterbacks, and Derek Carr is the worst. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. You know what I'm saying? That's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Hey, I'm excited to see I'm excited to see what Russell Wilson's gonna do. Am I happy that he's gonna be playing the Raiders twice a year along with Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert? Absolutely not. But you know, I'm glad to see Russell in a better situation.
Okay.
But the kicker is, real quick, Jay, and then I'm gonna end it. I don't know what the hell this coach is gonna do.
Oh,
because he didn't call any plays in Green Bay.
Stealing my thunder, stealing my thunder.
He didn't call any plays in Green Bay, so we'll see. Hopefully it works out. But if not, hey man, Russell Wilson might have to turn off that mic in his you know what I'm saying, his helmet, and be like, all right, I'm gonna just call what the hell I want.
Hey, that was why he was dead set on getting Aaron Rodgers, so he could let Aaron run the offense.
Who?
Hackett. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely.
According to the Broncos, they never talked to the Packers about Rodgers. According to them, I don't know. They say they targeted Russell Wilson, and they never had any negotiations with Green Bay because they knew Aaron Rodgers was not going to leave. You know what I'm saying? They knew at the combine the talk was Green Bay is going to back up the Brinks truck, which they did. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't they give him like $200 million or some shit?
Yeah. Let's not jump the gun on that one either. But like you said, G, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what the hell Nathaniel Hackett is going to be as a head coach, man. We have no clue. That man did not call plays. So he's never been a head coach. And it's like a teenager getting gifted a Lamborghini for his 18th birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what this dude is going to do with Russell. You might crash the car. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I think getting Russell Wilson doesn't automatically make the Broncos a contender like people say. I say it makes them, I put them between second and third in the division and possibly fourth. I mean, I'm not going to count the Raiders out, man. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing the Raiders do have is continuity at quarterback, at running back, got Waller, defense is improvement, but you guys need to shore up that damn secondary. But all in all, shit, the division is tough, man. You know what I mean? It's never a cakewalk going into Denver to win or into Kansas City. You guys need to do is make Las Vegas a freaking place like that where it's hard to come to and win, you know? But, you know, it's going to be freaking, bruh, it's just going to be a dogfight. You know what I mean? You just got to be ready. I think the Raiders are ready. I give you guys a hard time about that shit, but I can see the Raiders finishing second or third in the division also. Second and third is a toss-up between the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Broncos. I think the Chiefs are going to win the division.
Yep. I still
you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is going to be a dogfight. But getting Russell Wilson doesn't put the Broncos in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They're not that damn good. You know, he's going to make them better. You know, that's my take on it. What about you? And I'll call you Raider Mike.
Anyway, like I said, don't sleep the Chiefs. They slipped up a little bit. They were slipping like Western Archie last year. So don't automatically crown them bastards because they're not who we think they are.
We're gonna crown them and crown their ass.
We're not crowned. We're gonna crown their ass, but we're gonna crown them the way they don't want to get crowned. So I'm not saying that they're not the, you know what I'm saying, but what I'm just trying to say is this. Russell Wilson is okay, he's a good addition. Put them butts in the seats. Obviously, he can throw the deep ball well. He can scramble and move around in the pocket. And I'm not, you know, like I said, it's a challenge that I'm looking forward to. I'm excited about seeing us go up against Russell Wilson and see if we can put him on his ass a few times. You know, I'm not even tripping. It's not like, damn, Russell Wilson. No, the Raiders play better when they have pressure on them, and the Raiders play better against competition. And this is going to elevate our game. This is going to elevate our defense to get after his ass. It's going to elevate our offense to get some points on the board. You know what I'm saying? It's going to elevate Derek Carr since they saying, well, you're the fourth best quarterback in this damn hole, in this division. It's going to elevate him to play even better than he did this year. So he you know what I'm saying? Derek Carr going to have that chip on his shoulder because everybody's saying, oh, he's the worst quarterback in this division. No, he is not.
Who is?
Neither one of the I'm not saying any other quarterbacks are worse, but you don't want to. We don't want to.
Let's do this. No, let's rank the quarterbacks 1 through 4.
No, why we got to do that?
Well, let's go. Okay, if you want to get into that, let me finish. Let me finish. You want to get into that? What the hell has Justin Herbert did? Has he got his team in the playoffs? No.
Oh,
hey. Anointing him the best quarterback. He ain't did shit yet. Until Justin Herbert get his team in the playoffs, I don't give a damn about his stats.
He's got a point.
I don't give a damn how many touchdowns. Let me finish. I don't give a damn how many touchdowns he throw. He is not a winner. And can you sit up here and tell me that man is a winner? Derek Carr may not say, we ain't gonna say he's better than him, and I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm trying to say is that guy is not a winner yet. So let's not anoint him. Patrick Mahomes is a winner. He's a
Derek Carr a winner.
He's gotten his team to the playoffs twice.
He got his team to the playoffs twice. Justin Herbert has not.
Has he won a playoff game?
Has
Justin Herbert?
Has Justin Herbert won one?
Bruh,
I'm just saying. Has he won?
Look, what's the NFL?
Got to one. You know, what I'm trying to tell you is, Greg, the man ain't even got to one, and he's already like he's the best quarterback in the history of football. So he's not.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
When he's nice. I'm gonna give him credit. He's nice. I will give him the credit, but he's not that nice until he wins a Super Bowl or until he goes to the playoffs and win. Then we'll put him in that conversation where he is where he needs to be. Because how can you automatically get there? Now I'm just saying Russell Wilson is better than him. So let's not get it twisted. If it's Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson, those are the two best quarterbacks in it. That's number one and number two. Let's get that straight right now. Justin Herbert is not one or two. He's number three. You remember one they remembered?
What'd you say? He's number three?
Remember, he's number three. One maybe. So
where's that put Carr?
Put it this way. Him and Derek Carr, or we're gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put Derek Carr in front. I'm putting Derek Carr in front of him. Forget it. That's how I'm going to put him in front of him. Till that dude makes the playoffs and do something and lead his team like Derek Carr did under the circumstances that just happened. No way. So
I can get with that. I can get with that.
Like Eddie Murphy in his comedy special. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Janet Jackson song. No, that's a Janet Jackson song. What have you done for me lately?
You really?
He said, nothing.
Nothing.
I can get with that. I can get that. We're gonna push it along. Next up, we're gonna go with old Aaron signing that big old contract. Staying
Yes,
put.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Right, Mike, you had a lot to say about some quarterbacks. What you think about that one?
Man, Aaron Rodgers was playing them damn games the whole time. Get the hell out of here. Stop playing them damn games with everybody. These Jedi mind tricks. You knew your ass was staying in fucking Green Bay. Sorry, excuse my French. Man, I knew he was staying there. Just for all that subliminal stuff he giving off, thanking all the players and stuff. I was like, man, won't you just say, you ain't even have to go through all that. Aaron Rodgers is probably the cream of the crop of the quarterbacks, and I will give him that. But the only thing what he got to show me is that I'm not sold on him is beating the 49ers. Because the 49ers always knuckle beat the hell out of the Packers in the playoff, and they're a tougher team than them. And I hate the 49ers with a passion. But I got to give them credit. You got to give them credit where credit's due. Until Aaron Rodgers wins another Super Bowl, Greg, he got to win another Super Bowl. He then came back.
He has to. Yeah, he has to.
You done stole Devontae back from us. We was trying to get him. You done stole Devontae. You done took Devontae from us.
You know that was a Raider fantasy, boy.
Hey, listen, it was a fantasy, but I was thinking about it a whole lot. But my thing is, I just think that that's the best move for Aaron Rodgers. Why? Because it's the easiest way for him to get to the Super Bowl or get to the NFC Championship. If he went into Denver, he'd have to deal with Chiefs. He had to deal with the Raiders. Then he had to deal with the Chargers. Just think, who he got to deal with? The Bears?
The Bears.
Oh, I own you.
The Bears? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He owned the Bears. Shit, who else is in there? Did Minnesota, the Bears? Who else?
The Lions.
And come on, the Cowardly Lions. Come on. You know what I'm saying? The Wizard of Oz, Cowardly Lions. No, it ain't no. Come on, Greg. Would you have left that division? I know I wouldn't.
Hey, man, that's I'm knowing.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers is greatest, probably the best quarterback. He's the best quarterback, I think, right now. He's the best. But until he stop getting those old punches to the chin from the 49ers in the playoffs, don't mean nothing. They got to go out and win the Super Bowl this year coming up, bottom line. That's all I got to say about it.
All right, Shann, what you got in that one?
Congratulations.
Well, that was in the making, man. Like, the GM takes a pay cut, and they were already online saying, look, we're doing everything we can do to keep this cat. What he was pissed off about was in the beginning of the season. Prior to the season, the draft, they picked up Love. They didn't make any moves to get him a supporting cast. And he was like, what the hell are you doing, man? Now he's a 2-time MVP. So it looks right, three times. So it looks right to go ahead and pay him. They made Devontae Adams a franchise player. So everything's set up for him to stay there. So to Mike's point, he would be dumb to leave that division where he's comfortable. They have to go into a division of hard knocks and really, really have to put the work in. If your specialty teams lose a game for you, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, then you're going to have your work cut out for a little solid division like our division. So, everything was already saying that he was going to stay there, man. His contract wasn't up. He didn't really have a choice in the matter. He just had to leverage into like how much money he was going to get and whether or not they were going to build around him like they did. And then what other team was going to give him the money that he deserved and be in the playoffs?
A whole bunch of teams are going to give him the money.
No, to be in the playoffs, though.
What other team was going to give him the money that he deserved?
Be in the playoffs?
Position to be in the playoffs. It wasn't going to be the Broncos.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So, he would have got the money, but he wouldn't have been in the position that he's in right now.
No.
So it was a win-win for everybody, man. For Flores, GM, Devontae, and Aaron. It was a win-win for everybody in the division.
Yes, architects, what you got on that, man?
I think they did. I think they're trying to do right by Aaron. I think they see the mistakes of their past in a way of how they handled Brett Favre. Franchise tagging Devontae, you know what I'm saying? I think that was obviously the biggest factor in Aaron Rodgers even returning to the Packers. But at the same time, this is very much on Aaron now too. Like, bro, we're giving you, like, it seems, at least is what Green Bay is trying to portray. We're giving you what you want. You got to give us a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Give us what we need.
We've seen so many times Aaron Rodgers get to the NFC Championship, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, the Packers fold.
Shit, not even to the championship. Shit, losing in the first
And then
round.
even in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just in general, Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, since he won that Super Bowl, you know, there hasn't really been much success any success in the playoffs since. So I would say, you know, hopefully, you know, they use this draft and free agency, whatever money they have, to kind of build around that offense, because the defense really isn't bad. I think they get Jair Alexander back, which is one of the best corners in the league. Maybe a couple of more defensive pieces on the side, but I think the Packers, that's what they want from Aaron. As much as Aaron wants to be a Packer for life, he also has to produce and be like, all right, I will give y'all another Super Bowl. Because if you think about it, Brett Favre, he only gave him one Super Bowl, then he cut. Aaron Rodgers is very much in the same path as Brett Favre right now. It's like history is repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only going to be so much time before Jordan Love comes back, or before they start bringing up Jordan Love and kind of phase Aaron Rodgers out.
Very true. Very true.
4 years.
It's hard to,
4 years to swab the deck, though.
Man, it's hard to turn down $50 million a year, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
4
Okay,
years, 200 million, some pretty damn good money.
I ain't turning it down.
And 153 million is guaranteed. You know what I mean? They don't take big cap hits because the way the contract is structured. And for Rodgers, it just made sense. You know what I mean? Okay, let's look at the teams you may have gone to. So if you go to Denver, you play freaking Mahomes twice, play Wilson twice, play Herbert twice, play Carr twice. You know what I mean? You ain't getting out of that unscathed. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You're gonna hope to be 500 at the end of that. Whereas you play Lions twice, you play freaking Vikings twice, the Bears twice. That sounds like 6-0. You know what I'm saying? Then they said Tennessee might have been the destination for him. Then if Tennessee would have signed him, they still would have had to pay 2 years of Tannehill's contract the way it's structured. So they'd have been paying 2 quarterbacks for 2 years, you know what I'm saying, of the life of the contract. And then you go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a horrible offensive line, and which is going to hurt whatever quarterback is starting for them this year. And then the old coordinator in Pittsburgh is horrible. So, you know what I mean? It was an easy choice. You know, they backed up the Brinks truck, and it's a cakewalk to get into the playoffs. So, like you guys said, it's on Rodgers now. You got to produce. A first really Super Bowl or bust.
Right.
Bottom line, it ain't even no freaking playoffs, whatever. In his last 16 playoff games, his record is 7-9. So it's like, bruh, forget the playoffs. You need another Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's up with that. And then we could just slide in Devontae on the same thing. You know, they franchised him, so he'll be making $20.1 million. And then they have to July 15th to work out a long-term deal with him. If they don't get a long-term deal by July 15th, he'll be making $20.1 million this year. And, you know, dude is the best wide receiver in NFL to me. 123 catches, over 1,500
It's not Cooper
yards.
Kupp?
Nah, hell
it's
no.
not the cup. Just
You know what I'm
started.
saying? And then he had 11 TDs last year. You know, him and Rodgers, they have telepathy together. You know, they know exactly where they know he's going to be on the field, all that stuff. So, but the Packers do need more weapons to help them out on the wideout. You know what I mean? They can't just have him and Lazard and what's his name, Scanling.
Well, Lazard is nice, though.
Scanling about this.
I think Lazard is nice, though.
He's nice. He needs to be more consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then they are heavy on Devontae. You know what I'm saying?
They got that
They're
tight
heavy.
end too.
Who?
Robert Tonyan or whatever. They didn't let him go, did they? The tight end, Robert Tonyan.
Oh, Tonyan? Yeah.
Tonyan is good. That's another weapon.
Okay, well, you know, they might be all right then. I guess they're going to the Super Bowl. Shit.
Well, we don't know about that. You know, and
I don't know.
no matter
Tom Brady's
like I
back,
said,
man. You know what
Gregory,
I'm saying?
Like I always told you, no matter the weather, Jerry Jones get them Cowboys together and keep your ass out. I mean, I don't. I mean, if any other team, I just say the Cowboys get their shit together. They can be very dangerous in the NFC. That's just really from a talent, just looking at what they got.
I think so. But you want to switch topics and head on over to basketball, huh?
Let's do it.
No, we ain't gonna talk about you. We're gonna talk about the Brooklyn Nets, man. Are they back? Are they for real? What's going on with them?
Well, I'll go first on that.
Oh, no.
Oh, no,
okay.
let Architect go. Go.
No. Yeah, you want to go first?
No, you can go first. Okay, all right, whatever.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you like this: they only back as long as Kyrie could play on those games with that COVID restrictions. Right. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Kyrie could play, then I think they will be. But if not, I'm just trying to tell you, it's just not going. I mean, they'll be good. They're not coming out of the East. It will be. I think it'll be the Nets. If he plays, it's going to be the Nets. If not, it's going to be Philly. I mean, we ain't taking nothing away from the Bucks because they're going to be there. Milwaukee Bucks going to be there. The Warriors just lumped them up the other day.
Gave him a little.
The Warriors gave them a nice little jab to the head.
Little 1-2 step, huh?
If Clay could shoot like that and play like that and is warmed up like that, the Warriors will be back. When Draymond come back, I don't even care. I don't even want to talk about. Let me just finish talking about this. Because I'm talking about the Warriors. That's your team, but that's your punk ass team. No, they good though. But anyway, no, I'll say Brooklyn will
tripping over there, Kirby.
You know what I'm saying? I just think the Warriors. That's just a team that everybody's sleeping, but don't get it twisted though. The Warriors play like this on purpose to get to the damn playoffs and kick your ass.
What about the Brooklyn Nets, man?
The Brooklyn Nets is going to be in the house. Like I said, is Brooklyn in the house? That's all I got to say about that. I think Brooklyn will be there at the end.
Okay. Architect, what you got in that, man?
Well, right now, the Nets are sitting in the 8th seed. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
saying that they haven't really been healthy this year. You know what I'm saying?
No.
KD went down for a minute. Obviously, Kyrie can't even play at home. And we don't even know when Ben Simmons is going to play. You know what I'm saying?
When is that? Why is he not ready? What's wrong with him?
Mental health, bro. I think the whole mental health thing.
And he got a back strain or something.
Okay.
There ain't nothing wrong with his back, man.
He got mental cramps.
I think honestly, I think it.
Does he even want to play anymore?
I think it was big for him.
He looked good with his gold chain on the bench, man.
I think it was good for him to go sit. Although he didn't play, to go sit on the bench during when they played the Sixers. So because he knows obviously when they go to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna be in that hostile environment when they play the Sixers. I'm not even gonna say if, you know what I'm saying, when. I think the Nets still very much have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving at their respective positions are the best scorers at each of their positions. You know what I'm saying? No one can stop Kevin Durant when he gets hot. That's not someone you want to piss off. Kyrie Irving, insane. Even Seth Curry, you know what I'm saying? When he gets hot, he looked like his brother. You know what I'm saying? And I think another one of people like kind of like forgetting about Andre Drummond, man. He's a walking double-double. You know what I'm saying? He gives them something that they haven't had, even when they had DeAndre Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Since being traded, Andre Drummond's been playing hella good for that team, man. I think the biggest factor right now is we're gonna see how Ben Simmons fits into that offense. And I don't even think, and I think this is going to be good for him because he doesn't necessarily need to score. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely facilitate the ball around to that team of everybody who there's not a person on that offense who can't score. You know what I'm saying? And obviously on defense, you know what I'm saying, Ben Simmons is a hell of a defender. I think the Nets will be all right, though. Honestly, I think the Nets will be all right. You know what I'm saying? I think they can make a deep playoff run, if not make the finals.
Okay. What you got on this, Shan?
I don't know, man. You know, you win with what you got. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of components. If you know Durant stays healthy, if Kyrie's gonna play all the games, when Ben Simmons comes in, what's gonna happen and whatnot. You know, like that's not necessarily the makings of a playoff run. Now, granted, KD's the best player out there. They're definitely gonna go to the playoffs, but I don't know how deep it'll be because you know we still don't know what Ben Simmons is gonna do once he starts to play. You know what I mean? So, you know, we don't know if that's going to upset the chemistry, if it's going to be a fight between him and Kyrie to see who's going to be handling the rock, even though we know who's going to get it, who they're going to dish it to. So, you know, for me, it's a wait and see type program. You know what I mean? Because, like, how long was KD out for? Like 21 games?
I'm like
Something like that.
Yeah, and then Ben Simmons, you know, like they're saying he got back cramps. I'm like, damn, bro, you
He
ain't
ain't even played all year.
You ain't got a sprain. You ain't got a pulled muscle. You got back spasms, back cramp. What is that, man? You know what I mean?
Cramp.
And it almost seems like he done lost his luster for the game, dude. You know what I mean? So is all of a sudden they're gonna put him in the starting lineup and he's just gonna turn into beast mode? I mean, come on, you know. I mean, so if they're gonna do it, they got to do it with Kyrie and Durant and not even worry about what's gonna happen when Ben comes to play. You know, now, once you start seeing that dominant game from Kyrie and Durant, and then Steph's Seth is stepping up like he does, then I'll be like, okay, I'm a believer now, but I'm not going to wait to see what Ben Simmons is going to do because off the court, it's just like, what is he doing?
Well, if he got mental health issues, if he really got mental health issues, they need to let him get that right first because if he ain't got that right, he's not going to be able to perform up to his capability. So if he really got a mental health issue, I'm talking about if he does, that's more important than him playing basketball right now.
I don't think he has like an actual mental health issue, like, you know, clinical. I think he has what was that? Remember Steve Sachs for the Dodgers?
Mm-hmm.
They called it the yips. You know what I mean? That man plays second base, but at some point he could not throw the ball from second base to first base.
I remember that.
It was mentally in his head. He just could not do it. And I think with Ben Simmons, it's like just shooting a basketball and putting it in the hole is like, it's terrifying for him. You know what I mean? Like they showed him in the game when he was driving to the hole one time and he had a clear layup and the dude was coming to challenge. He didn't even jump. The dude didn't jump to challenge him. He thought he was coming to challenge, and he instead of shooting a layup, he passed the ball. So I think it's more along that line. It's not anything clinical, no medication, nothing like that. So That's one thing. But as far as Brooklyn Nets, I'm not even considering him as far as where they go. You know, because the best ability is availability. And if you ain't available, man, I can't depend on you. So I'm not even worried about him, but then we go to Durant and Kyrie. Durant's the best player on the planet. He just scored 53 today. They did not have Kyrie, and they won.
And they still only won by 3.
They only won by 3, but that man had 53 strong. You know what I mean? He can score whenever he wants. But what I was tripping off was like, it was a Brooklyn Nets home game. Kyrie is not vaccinated. But he's
sitting on the bench, right?
Sitting on the bench with no mask on.
It don't make no sense.
But what the hell is that?
Yeah,
How can he go to the game, get inside the arena, and chill with his teammates, not have a mask on, but he can't play the damn game?
See, that's so stupid.
That's stupid as hell. That mayor, man, who was that? Who was that? The governor or the mayor of that city?
The mayor.
The mayor. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, somebody need to mess around and Ric Flair. That fool need to get a Ric Flair slap in the throat.
So what that's telling me, I think soon that mandate is gonna be up.
I think so.
I mean, come on, man. That makes no sense.
You're sitting on the bench.
I can sit on the bench. I can cough on everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't play in the game.
That man had no mask on, bro. He was just chilling.
Yeah, no mask on. Everybody was like, ain't nobody doing that. But ain't nobody doing that.
You know? Then let's push it on. You know what I mean? I think in the end, Kyrie will be playing. They're gonna up that, man, because it makes.
I think they're saving it. I think they're waiting to change it for the playoffs so they can get more money. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
That's just like the NFL did, huh?
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Always
let's
follow the dollar, man.
let's have our little small MLB little conversation. They they came to an agreement, the little collective bargaining agreement, and it looks like there will be full games. Last show we said that they're canceling the first two series, which they said they were going to do, but now since they got the agreement, they're not canceling any games. The minimum salary got bumped from 570,500 for I think rookies to 700,000. You know what I mean? And the pay will increase 20,000 every year for 5 years. So they're getting their little thing as far as like the players, because they were like minor league players and rookies need to get paid more.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know what I mean?
They don't
Absolutely.
pay the minor
And
league players nothing.
yeah, and the thing that came through, like the big things that came through out of this agreement was the National League now has a DH. So that's going to be
Oh
something.
shit.
Yeah, that's going to be something new to get used to.
Instead
And
of
then
the
the
pinch hitter.
postseason went from 10 teams to 12 teams, and the division winners get first round buys. You know what I mean? And then like there's going to be 2-3 game series, and man, I think that'll make it more exciting for baseball because they need
They
more
want
teams.
14 though, and they settled on 12.
What's that?
They wanted 14, but they settled on 12. That was part of the bargaining.
Yeah, they settled on 12.
Yeah.
You know, 14 is too much. I mean, damn,
That's
you're
too many, man. You're
half
gonna
the
have
damn
everybody in the
league is
damn
getting in the
playoff shit.
playoffs. I'm like,
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
no,
You're gonna have
no.
everybody in the damn playoff shit.
Yeah, I'm
They'll
like,
put an ad in the
God damn.
paper. Ain't be no nothing left for a nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
why they
then
didn't do that.
players can only be optioned up throughout the season 5 times. You know how like they say so-and-so got sent down to the minor leagues and whatever. They used to be able to do that unlimited, but they made it 5 times because they're like, all right, that makes it hell for a player if you're going up and down just all throughout the damn season. You know what I mean? You got a family, you got a life. So that's not cool. Cause like you could say some teams may have a team in Texas, but their minor league team may be somewhere in freaking Canada or something. You know what I mean? And that
Mhm.
make it tough on the player. And then they're having a draft lottery from now on. All 18 teams that don't make the playoffs will be in the lottery. So they're going to try to avoid the tanking thing. So, you know, it's not like you're going to get that automatic first pick if you don't finish last. So then also, the last thing, I think this is crazy. They're going to have advertisement on the uniforms now. So, you know, you might see with the Giants might have freaking Safeway patches on the uniforms or
They
something.
might not.
Attacking
Shit.
say
You know what I'm
The
saying?
owner, because don't the owner own one of that McGowan own like Safeways and stuff?
Maybe.
Peter McGowan.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that's that. You know what I mean? If, anybody, y'all can add on to that if y'all want to, man. You know what I
Well,
mean? Anybody got anything?
I think it's good for what they did for to get more money for the rookies and also what you said about the playoffs and giving that first round bye to a team because they might have some injuries. Some pitcher might be hurt because just like what did the Dodgers in this year, I think is because oh boy, arm went dead on him. You know, Max Scherzer. You know, and that was very, very, very costly for the Dodgers because you didn't Clayton Kershaw wasn't playing, he was injured. So I think that'll be good because if you get get that first round bye, if they win the division, get that first round bye and just be able to rest that player. And I think that is good though. That was good. And what was the other thing you said about the lotto, about teams tanking and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, no
that
more
was
of that.
good. No more of that. And you got to get in the system. And if you do win first round, you're going to earn the first pick. You're not just automatically getting it. So I think that is good. But the only other thing that they should have put in there, Gregory, and if they're putting all of this stuff in there, Greg, why can't they put for more black baseball players in there? Let's just say that's a rule, like the Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule don't even work.
Well, it don't work, but we need to put that in place for baseball. We need to have something. We need to have the NAACP. We need to have some leaders. We need more black baseball players that look like us. I have, like I said, I have no problem with the Dominican players. I love those players. Don't get me wrong, but damn it, like you said, Greg,
some brothers on the field.
We need the brothers on the field because we bring the swag to the game. We bring everything that they don't bring to the game. And we're not in there. We don't have enough we don't have enough we're not repping the way we need to. How many we got on each team? I guess I can guarantee you every team doesn't have a black player. That's in the, all the teams, they don't. And we know that. And it's just like,
look at Mookie Betts.
Right, Mookie Betts. Yeah, but only Dodger. Everybody else can't speak English. I mean, not trying to be funny, but what I'm trying to say is we were the greatest players that played this game, and now we're disappearing. We're going to ever see another King.
Exactly, Mike.
We're going to never see another King.
What you just said.
We're not we're the greatest players on the world. What happened is we're gonna see another Ken Griffey Jr., another Barry Bonds. We're not gonna.
They can't let us run everything.
Dwight Gooden.
Hey man, but look, I'm gonna tell you guys like this. It's gonna happen because it's gonna be dictated that it happens because you can't
push black.
You gotta put the best product out in the field, man. All that bullshit they're putting out there.
Here's a question: Do we still got college players in baseball? I mean,
they get drafted, but when they get drafted, they disappear.
No, I'm just asking because I ain't gonna lie, I don't follow college that much.
But
I do.
But the best baseball players generally aren't in college; they get drafted from high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the A's kind of with the pitchers when they got Hudson, Mulder, Zito, all them, they kind of started making their little part of their routine. They drafted college pitchers. You know what I mean? Like I think Hudson was at Clemson, Zito, freaking Mississippi or something like that. Or you know what I mean? That they it's not bad to get pitchers that come out of college, but when it comes to straight athletes, players, infielders, outfielders, generally most of them come straight from high school.
Hey, but the A's had some color for a minute though, man. Like when? About 5 years ago, man.
Yeah, we had a few. Chris Davis.
We always had a few. Chris Davis, but the color never stays. No,
I'm just saying.
Color fades away.
It's just like, I mean, but they have more than.
A's don't keep players anyway, so.
Yeah,
well, we know that. We know that. But anyway, all in all, my whole point was that I just feel like I'm not satisfied with it until it happens.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. A toast, brother Dempsey.
My brother Dempsey.
Yes. All right, that's enough MLB talk anyway, man. Next up, oh my goodness, Laker Mike. We gonna talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. Woo, man,
Lakers, man.
I guess I could lead off on this one, man.
Yeah, go ahead, and I don't want to hear it. I'll go last.
Man, it's just, it's tough, man. You got LeBron. You know what? I have a major respect for that dude, man, what he's doing. But, one thing I noticed, if he scored 50 points or something when he was like 27, 28, 29 in those prime years, it had more of an effect than it does right now. It's like he's 50 and he's getting nothing from his teammates, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a one-man gang for real. We thought he was in Cleveland, but it seems like that young energy would kind of surround him and the other guys would play better. You know what I mean? He'd make a J.R. Smith better or was a Shumpert or, the role players, Tristan Thompson, those guys played better. Lakers is like nobody else is stepping up.
Let me tell you why.
What's gonna do, make Westbrook better?
Well, let me just say this. Before you go there, I'm going to say this because I'm going to end it quick. I'm going to let you guys run with it. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs because I was like, look, I looked at their next 10 games, bro. I was like, okay, at Phoenix, which was tonight, and I penciled that in for a loss. Then you go Toronto, I think you'll win that. At Minnesota, I think you lose. Then you get Toronto again. The first Toronto is at home, I think you get them. And then the second Toronto, I'm going to give you that too. That's away. Then you got Washington. I'm going to give you that win too. Then you go to Cleveland. They're tough. I think you lose that. 76ers, you lose. New Orleans, you lose. Dallas, you lose. Utah, you lose. So I think over the next 10, y'all going 3-7. Y'all going 3-7, man. So I don't think you're making the playoffs.
Well, goddamn, we're going down. That's just like the lady on Big Mama. She said, "Oh well, I'm going down."
That's all I said. I want you to go last on this one, man. Shan,
Yeah,
what
I'm
you
gonna go
got on
last.
that, man? What you think about the Lakers prospects, man?
I mean, bro, they like, it's kind of to your point, man. They got too much star power on there. They don't have anybody to really like look up to LeBron and be like, man, I want to play like you and whatnot. And LeBron, he's playing for next year's contract. He already see what it is. He's like, damn, Davis ain't healthy. This ain't what I thought it was gonna be. I don't know what's up with Westbrook. But I ain't got time to look at that. Let me go ahead and get my little points on so I could, look the part. But what he doesn't realize is that it looks better for him to elevate his team and make it in the playoffs for his after Laker life. Because right now the Clippers are better than him. I mean,
That's sick, and that make me sick to the stomach.
That's not taking
better than us. That ain't saying too damn much.
The Clippers, but at the same time, in LA, you knew there was two teams, but you was like, what was that other team? Oh, the Clippers, But now if you got a choice between tuning in between the Lakers and the Clippers, you're gonna go with the Clippers, man. You know what I mean? Or unless you just want to see if Westbrook's gonna tank again. So like for me, and I'm not like LeBron, one of the best players ever, really. But the other caveat to being a great player is elevating your teammates, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Bro, he ain't got nothing to elevate, bro. You can't say that because he elevated some fucking sorry Cleveland Cavalier teams to 8 straight finals appearances. So you can't say he don't elevate his teammates, man.
No, bro. I'm saying he got to find a way to connect with Westbrook, unless it's just Westbrook.
How? Westbrook playing the same he played his whole career.
Something got to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get 50 points and still be losing, man. What does that do? You know what I mean? That just helps you out, but that don't help the team out. What did you come to the Lakers for anyway? Like, regardless of where he went, he was going to be scoring 40 to 50 points if he needed to. So what did he come to the Lakers for?
To come home. He's from LA.
and do like film school, get his little film business together, like they said. I mean,
he got a clothing line. He got clothes to sell, man.
So I don't know, man. I just know I feel sorry for the Lakers right now. The best thing they got going for them is that little is either HBO or Showtime that they got with the beginning.
Oh, HBO, yeah.
The HBO stuff about how Dr. Buzz started building up the little team and whatnot. That's the best thing the Lakers got going right now.
I'm about to watch episode 2 tonight.
That's just good.
All right. Architect, what you got on it?
As an avid LeBron fan, I don't it sucks to see him play. It sucks to see him, you know what I'm saying, trying to give his all, especially when he's dropping 50 in the team, you know what I'm saying? Either they barely win or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just seems like whatever that core, that team, it's giving me it's very much reminding me of the 04 Lakers when they had Karl Malone and Gary Payton, and you know what I'm saying, they were supposed to go to the finals and whatnot, but they ended up losing to Detroit.
We did get there.
Yeah, y'all got there, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like this is a lesser version of that. Y'all have all these OGs on the team, you know what I'm saying, who won a ring. You got Melo, who is the greatest Olympic player ever, you know what I'm saying? You got Russell Westbrook.
Past his prime.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook, who passed his prime. Realistically, Anthony Davis always hurt. I don't know, man. I just feel like
stay healthy.
That nucleus is not meshing, man. As a basketball fan, it sucks to see the Lakers playing like this. You know what I'm saying? Just because for the most part, I've seen the Lakers, be a great team. But at the same time, it's just like, should LeBron, we always say LeBron has all this power. Should he really have been like, oh shit, I wanted a Russell Westbrook over DeMar DeRozan or any other player that you could have gotten? I get it. Russell Westbrook, he's from LA. He wanted to play for the home team, blah, 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 blah. But you could tell between in the first 10 games that it wasn't going to work out. You know what I'm saying?
But maybe
Now,
that's it. What you were saying, pass the prime, and all.
but even still, even with that,
What I'm
like,
saying is that they might have been like, you know what? And I know I'm past my prime. Melo, I know I'm past my prime. Davis, no, I'm hurt. You know, we got LeBron, so I'm not gonna have to perform like I would on that level.
see, but see, that's
maybe
as much. But just because you have LeBron on your team, don't mean you're gonna make it all the way. I mean, look what he did when look what he did with Cleveland. Why do you think he left Cleveland? He know he couldn't win. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I don't know, man. I think right now, LeBron, if I'm being realistic, I think LeBron should just shut down for the season, just go through the motions, wait for Bronny to get drafted, play his last year, and get the hell out. He's already the greatest player of my generation. So I'm saying it's not much more he really has to prove. He's gonna finish as all-time leading scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna finish, I think, top 10 in every statistical category. You know what I'm saying? I think it's nothing more that LeBron needs to prove as himself, but the Lakers as a whole, they need to get it together.
Okay. All right. Laker Mike.
Hey, I'm not Laker Mike right now. We just want to say fan Mike, basketball fan Mike. Now I'm a diehard Laker fan, and it just hurts my stomach. It's just need a bottle of Maalox, swallow the whole bottle. Shit, the way that they're playing. But my thing is this: I like LeBron, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and you guys say what you want to say. You can challenge it however you want to challenge. LeBron's probably gonna go down as the greatest basketball player ever. I don't care about what you say about Michael Jordan, because LeBron has played better for his whole career. I'm talking about, look, he's 37 years old, scoring 50 points. The man, I mean, I got to give it to him. And he's playing with a garbage Laker team that's not playing. And Westbrook, and I'm going to tell you about that, he's checked out. He's checked out mentally. This is why he's not performing. It's not that he can't do it. He's checked out mentally. Maybe LeBron's demands are too much for him. You know, maybe LeBron's expectations are too much for these players. Melo is still playing great basketball to me. I mean, from when he come in, Melo give us instant offense. So I'm not going to say nothing about him. He can shoot. Westbrook can't. And all Westbrook need to know, I can't shoot. Just go to the basket. Don't even look for a jump shot. Don't even think about a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? You see jump shots, somebody slap the hell out of him. You don't see no jump shot. Go to the damn basket and play your game, dish the ball to everybody else, and then get yours when everybody get theirs. And I think it's too late now, really, after this game that I just saw. They're not playing defense. They're not playing, Greg, they're just not playing good team defense. And I'm watching. They're not playing any defense at all.
Yeah, I'm about to say not playing no defense.
Gregory, they're playing no defense. You just seen that score, right? Okay, you was telling me, I didn't want to be reminded about it, but I had to stop watching it. So, like I'm saying, I don't know if we make the playoff. Like you said, we got a tall order in front of us. If we make the playoffs, is truly because of LeBron, and he will be the greatest player of all time. We make the playoffs. Saying that, you got to give it to him. I don't care about. I mean, Michael Jordan was our greatest player in me and your generation, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James is your Greg's, Malik's, Mike's. That's their greatest player in their generation, right? But I just think that there's room for LeBron to step right in there. Even he may not finish with 6 championships like Jordan, but I'm gonna tell you, he gonna break Kareem, like G said, he gonna break Kareem's scoring title. He gonna break the points because he's still playing. At this rate that he playing for the Lakers, he gonna break that real easy. Shit, he gonna break it next season. He'll break it next season. They're gonna be looking at him, shit, because sometimes they just be watching him and mesmerized. We can't be mesmerized watching a 37-year-old playing, and we got 20-something-year-old players playing. Y'all got to get some energy. LeBron can't do it all. I'm sorry to say it. I feel sorry for LeBron because I'm like, well, damn, he out there putting his heart into it, and ain't nobody. And Anthony Davis, he can't give us what we need.
So what about Jordan
Davis as a player? But Anthony Davis, we need to make the decision on, do we want to keep him after this, whatever, because if he can't stay healthy, he's no good to us. Let's just start from when him and LeBron leave. Let's start from scratch, like we should have did when Magic had it perfectly built.
Yeah.
Right now, Gregory, we would be good with all that young talent that we had, We threw it away from one ring. You can't do it all or nothing for one thing.
Or Magic left.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he stepped down. But that's what I'm saying. We can't go all in Greg for one ring when we could have gotten a couple of rings like what the Warriors is doing. See, the Warriors did it right. They took their lumps and they accepted taking their lumps, right? We have to accept taking our lumps.
Nah, but
and then you
the two organizations are
lumps
completely
later.
different. The Lakers are known for winning. The Warriors, they was
Yeah,
the
we know.
last
It
one.
doesn't matter. We're not. I know we're known for winning. Doesn't matter right now. We're not winning. We're not that same type of organization.
But so
Okay?
what do you do?
We're
Because
just not. That's all I got to say. We're not the same known for winning right now. We need to start to build for winning now.
But
You know what I'm saying? Not known for winning. We need to be build for winning.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying,
man.
Greg?
Hey, I feel that, man. You know, it's gonna be some tough sledding. You know, it's gonna be a whole lot of changes in the offseason with you guys, man. You know what I mean?
The
But
coach.
yeah, hey, Vogel's out of there. You know what I mean? That's A1. But you know, we're gonna make it a little gonna move on to my man, Jerry. Oh, Jerry Jones. It looks like had a nice little lawsuit filed against him by a 25-year-old woman saying that she's his biological daughter. You know what I mean? This is the light side of the show. 25 years ago, that would put us in around 95, 96, right?
Was Jerry at the fun house too? Shit.
That's what I was
He's at the
saying.
White House. You feel me?
That was during the whole Super Bowl runs, man. So, you know, that's what I say. G, you 25, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You was born in 96, right?
96. Yes, sir.
So Jerry's during Super Bowl time, the players wasn't the only ones having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
So,
Jerry was living off that high. Y'all winning Super Bowls, man.
yeah. So apparently he met the girl's mother at the Arkansas airport. You know what I mean? And at the ticket counter, they did whatever they was doing. You know what I mean? And once the baby was going to be born, Jerry gave the mother $375,000 to keep it on the hush and set up 2 trust funds for the girl. And it's supposed to be quiet. So I don't know how it's going to go down now with the fact that the girl's suing. So, I mean, the mama got the $375,000. Can't take that back. But as far as the 2 trusts, I don't know. But the girl, she works in Washington, D.C. now. She's I forget, she's what is she? She's a congressional aide in DC. So respectable chick, you know what I mean? Doing whatever. I don't know what her motive is for coming out and talking now, but it's out there. You know, what you cats think about that?
Well, I tell you what I really think though. I'd say Jerry, when Michael Irvin and them all having fun, Jerry was in there too. He must have had a private room in the fun house somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I just think that this is crazy though, for that to just come out right now. Jerry Jones didn't really need that.
Closet for so long.
Right. You knew it was gonna come out like his Rufus in the closet. Jerry was in the closet. He's out of the closet. But it's not gonna be a distraction to the team. No. They got more things to worry about, but Jerry Jones got something to worry about because this is damage your reputation a little bit, you know. So I think that all in all, that's gonna get taken care of too. But I think that Jerry just needs to acknowledge that's his daughter. That's gonna be the number one thing. If they take the DNA, he evidently they already did it, so he already knows.
Yeah.
So okay, well he ain't got to do that. He already knows his daughter. So he can't deny it, and that, you know, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, they did not need to be coming out though. I just think Dallas is already in shambles about him staying out the business. Maybe he'll stay out the business a little bit.
I doubt that, Michael.
Well, we know
I don't think that's happening.
If it's 10 Oreos in the jar, Jerry putting his hand here and taking all 9. He can take 9.
So what you got on that, Shan?
I mean, come on, like really, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, if her mother took the money, right? She's 25 years old now. So how long was the contract for? If it was still ongoing, then she needs to get at her mom because her mom was getting $375,000 a year. Is that what
No.
it is? Oh, just total period.
Yeah, that was just a buyout, one-time buyout option.
Okay, so now, so is the girl looking for some money, or she just wants to acknowledge that Jerry is her father? If there's a little document in play that the mom signed an agreement that she'll take 375 and a non-disclosure agreement, that's acknowledgement that he acknowledges that that's his child, right? So like, to me, it's kind of like, what's her point?
What do you mean? What's her point, boy? Her daddy is a billionaire, and her mama got 375,000. So her mama got a penny.
And
For
she need to holler at mama to negotiate a better contract, bro.
No, mama doesn't come into play anymore. We go straight to the cash. Mama's the middleman. She going straight to the cash.
But that's what I'm saying though. She like mom was adult, Jerry was adult. They came up with some consensual stuff. It's like us going to the court for child support. Hey, here's your means, here's your means. Now mama had the option to be like, nah, Jerry, that's not enough. You know what I mean? We could go to court, you do the swab and blah, 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 blah.
You're speaking Swahili right now. Because the child, that don't have nothing to do with the child. That child has the right now. That child is of age, and the child has a say.
5 years old, bro.
And if my daddy was a billionaire and he never paid me no type of child support or whatever, I can come after him. I'm not saying the girl is right. You're asking what's the point. I'm telling you what the point is. I'm not saying she's gonna get paid. She might not get nothing. Jerry got power, so Jerry could shut this whole thing down. But that's why she's doing it. It's for money.
Yeah, but I'm saying this Me Too era, it's gonna be something to it. But what I'm saying is like mama settled, the two adults had an arrangement. They signed into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't enter a contract in California if you're under 18 years old. Your parents have to represent you, right?
They're not in California, they're in Texas.
No, I mean,
yeah,
so I don't know what their thing is in Texas. I'm just speaking in California. But what I'm saying is that she's saying that it's not about the money, but clearly it is, you know, because if the man paid her mom out, then they acknowledge that, you know what, that is my seed. Just be quiet, man. I don't want you to mess up my household. She's like, okay, I could do that. So to me, part of her issue needs to be with her mom if it ain't about the money. You know, now.
Why would it be with her mom though? Because her mom told her who her daddy was. So she knew this whole time. So what's the issue with the mom? Just the fact that she sold out so low?
Yeah. Like for real, like literally, like, hey, mom, you could have got more, or mom, you could have got child support. Like if it's not about the money, it has to be about something.
It's about the money.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah,
Jerry's a multi-billionaire. He's the owner of Dallas. Just imagine, like right now, I find out like, damn, my dad is freaking the owner of whatever multi-billion-dollar company. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 25 years old. And I'm like struggling or whatever to pay my bills or whatever. And I'm like, but this motherfucker's my daddy and he ain't never gave me shit. You know, why not take a shot in the dark? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Yeah.
You know,
I would do the same thing she doing. She's Jerry Jones need to fucking pay. Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Any father who wouldn't pay up something to me would be a slime ball. To me,
and he's being a slime ball because that money that he gave her mother was different from her getting. What about all these years of child support? Her mother could have been struggling to support this child, right? So Jerry Jones don't have nothing to do with that. He shouldn't have. He don't have responsibility. I don't care what agreement he signed with the mama. Throw that out of there. We talking about the child.
Exactly. That's my whole point. We talking about the child.
We talking about the child. From all these years that Jerry Jones in support, he needs to pay.
Okay, look, man, I've been in court. And then they have back child support. They don't even do that. They only do 3 months now, right?
Right.
I'm gonna give y'all my perspective. No, I'm gonna give y'all my perspective. You feel me?
No, it's not that. All I'm saying is this: is that like, you know what? Yes, Jerry's a slime ball because Jerry can make this go away. Girlfriend, what you need? Yeah, let me set you up. Blah blah blah. Be done with it. You know what I mean? But it's just like for me, all I'm saying is just that, like, you know what? He made a deal with the mama. The mama should have had a better agent and whatnot. I'm not saying that it was okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. As somebody who's like, I am the same age as her, so I'm gonna just go off of just if I was in that position. Straight up. Whatever the mom did, that's cool. You got your little 375. I'm grown. And the fact that I know you, my dad, and you ain't even tried to break me off no extra cheese and you got it. I'm sorry, bro. I'm coming for you. Like hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Say you and I was in the same situation, Pops. Ain't no way. I'm coming for your pockets, bro. It's hard out here.
That's
You know
common sense.
I'm coming straight for your pockets. I don't give a damn what you pay my mama because I ain't see
Common
it.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, if you're a billionaire, granted, I see you taking care of Steven, Charlotte, wherever other kids you claiming, right? I see you taking care of them. I'm out here. I had to get it on my own. Bro, this is America. America is known for fucking people over. You're not going to fuck me over. I'm going to fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I'm going to get what I can. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, I may be successful. I may be, I may be doing good on my own. But like at the end of the day, nigga, like you my father. I'm gonna get that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm at least, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give me millions and millions, but you going to break me off a settlement for, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't know. You don't necessarily know how she grew up, the situation she been through, whatever the case is. Her life, all we know at the end of the day, her daddy was a billionaire, and if Jerry Jones was very much in her life, she wouldn't have to worry and struggle about shit. Not saying that she has or has not, but hypothetically, let's just say she struggled to get to where she is now. And yeah, I want some compensation for it because I made it through the mud. You feel me? Like,
so is that what you guys think is going to happen? They're going to make Jerry pay?
Jerry's gonna settle. 100% Jerry's gonna settle. No, it's gonna be, and I know it's gonna be an undisclosed amount, but she's gonna be set.
No, but what I'm asking, like, I believe he's gonna settle. I do believe that's in his best interest. But what I'm asking, do you think the courts is gonna make him because she says recognize that he's her father, right? Yeah. They haven't disclosed
if they have a DNA test, that does.
Shit, if a DNA test, it don't even matter at that point.
Yeah, right, wouldn't even matter.
She gonna walk in court and say, "Back off, because I'm struggling."
I guess I'm not like I said.
Money start juggling.
I'm just trying to understand.
Jerry Jones' pocket.
What's her end goal? Does she want money from him, or does she just want him to acknowledge that that's his daughter?
She wants both.
She wants both at this point.
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll want the money, but I think the DNA test will take care of everything else, man. As far as that's right.
You feel me?
And like, what do you guys think the courts will do? We like, bruh, she's 25, so we going.
Do you think the courts are actually going to be involved in this shit?
No.
Do you actually think this is going?
Not at all.
Jerry Jones
is going to settle this. The courts will not play a part in it.
What is Jerry Jones known for? No, straight up.
She filed a lawsuit to put him on notice. That's it. Jerry, he gonna pay to make it go away, like all billionaires do, man.
Straight up. What is Jerry Jones known for? Jerry Jones is known for sliding that brown paper bag.
That's the point.
He's gonna slide her that brown paper bag and be like, "Never talk about this shit again. Here's your money."
Yeah, she wants the bag.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's
let's keep it pushing. We got one more thing. Well, we had two more things. I don't know how deep you guys want to get into the NCAA tournament. They picked the teams tonight. We could
we ain't getting deep into that.
No, we don't have to get deep into it. We can wrap it up by giving our little, let's see, who we think is going to win the tournament. We ain't even got to go Final Four teams. We'll just go to who we think is going to win in the end. But before we go there, we're going to get into a little Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? Boy got caught gambling on them NFL games, man. I'll let Architect go first on this one, man. I know he's waiting he was chomping at the bit to get to
this one, it kind of threw me for a loop because I know how the NFL is about players gambling, especially there's a parlay. I think he played a few parlays with the Falcons on the team, with the Falcons on the parlay, but he chose the Falcons to win. My problem, honestly, regardless of the history of it and whatnot, my problem is the suspension. Because you've had players with a history of domestic violence only get suspended for 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Suspended for, not even a whole season. Josh Gordon got suspended indefinitely for smoking weed. Like, But because he spent, but because he wanted to gamble a little bit, which honestly a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's players who gamble who, they probably don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? I don't know, man. I think him getting suspended for a year for gambling, I think that was idiotic when obviously there's bigger issues in the NFL that has yet to be touched, or the punishment isn't as severe. You know what I'm saying? Granted, Calvin Ridley was hurt all year. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't with the team, none of that. So I'm not condoning that. Obviously, the rules that you have in place, you know what you can and can't do. But as far as dishing out the punishment for it, and you and I were talking about this earlier, Pops, about how, usually, there's players who's been caught gambling beforehand and whatnot, and they always get suspended for like a year or something like that. But man, look, and I'm gonna go back to your Dallas Cowboys. Y'all had a whole ass White House. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody got suspended for a year for the White House, and that story's been out for a while. Like they knew what was going on while they were playing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really got suspended for that. Countless times. You know what I'm saying? You see, I don't know. I just feel like the suspension was too much for something that's not necessarily that big of a deal in my eyes. Now, I can see if players was like throwing games and shit like that, but but I don't know. That was my whole take on it. I just don't think the suspension is fair versus what other punishments have got. So other people have gotten punished for it, and it wasn't as severe, and it was a much more serious situation.
I can tell you why. Let me tell you why they suspended him.
Mike, you jump it. Go ahead.
You know why they suspended him for that year?
Why?
Look at Pete Rose. Let's talk about that. He gambled on his team, right? Now, if they go lifetime ban the white man from making a Hall of Fame or all the stuff they banned him from baseball, what you think they're gonna do to a black man? They make an example out of him. My thing is Pete Rose is not eligible for a Hall of Fame. You don't think he listening about this? You don't think his ear ain't open to that? Like, well, shoot, he only got suspended for a year. They suspended me for a lifetime. I can't get in the Hall of Fame until I'm dead.
Bruh,
I'm just trying to say.
You're talking apples and oranges right now.
Yeah, but we know it's black. But you know what, black?
It's a little deeper than that, bro.
No, it's a little deeper than that. But that's we
Pete
don't Roger Odell,
brother. Pete was calling in bets from the dugout.
Yeah, I know he's calling in bets. I know. But what I'm trying to say, I already know what he was doing. I know what Pete Rose is doing. But what I'm trying to say is, the NFL they're just trying to shut down the shit, and it's the integrity of the game. And I don't think it's a bad. To me, as long as he wasn't doing like Pete Rose is doing, or they weren't throwing games or something, I don't see what's the big deal, really. But but to me, that's kind of why they suspended. I mean, even though Pete Rose's was much worse, what he was doing, we know what he was doing. But it's deep with simple, but it's still the simple fact that you're betting on games during the season or when you're playing, active player. And that's what I think was why they made it such a year. But I think a year was too long. I think they should have suspended him for maybe 4 games or something, 6 games, but not the whole year. I mean, I think that's a little harsh for just betting. I mean, he wasn't like the manager or the coach of the team betting like Pete Rose did. I know, it's a lot different. He's a player, and all of those players bet. You don't think he's the only one betting? He's not. There's other players
dumb enough to get caught. He's only one dumb enough to put his name on the account he's using to place the bet.
Yeah, he was a dummy. He should have put his name as Willie Foo or something. Shoot, fool, don't put your name on there. Cadillac Jones or something. He could have put his name.
Cadillac Jones,
like,
AKA or Mother Jones.
Remember, Michael Vick, Ron Mexico.
Yeah, well,
Ron Mexico,
or he could have just put motherfucker Jones on there. Who was mother?
Damn. What you got on this, Shan?
What did he win? Like he said he won like 1,500 at the most or something like that.
He bet 1,500.
He bet 1,500.
But he lost 11 million.
Okay.
That
Well,
was his
like,
contract this year.
I agree with Young G, architect, as far as it's like the punishment, the crime don't necessarily fit the punishment. To Mike's point, it might be like racially motivated. Like there's players that done far worse. Beat women. Discipline their kids the wrong way, all kinds of stuff. And it's like, I know to their point, they're like, well, if you're betting and you're playing in the game, you could be fixing the game and whatnot. We can't have that. But how is that any different? It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Dolphins' little Brian Flores' lawsuit against the Dolphins, right? Because they say if Flores wasn't a play-to-win player, or he would have just followed suit, that the Dolphins would have had Joe Burrows. Like that win that they had against whatchamacallit cost them having Joe Burrows. So why is it okay for it to be known in the NBA and in the NFL that teams tank their season, right? And there's no penalties, there's no repercussions, but a player bets and then he's suspended for a whole year. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this little situation plays out in that Flores lawsuit, with the tanking the seasons and whatnot. And they'll address it. They'll be like, does the punishment fit the crime? I don't think it does.
I don't know. I think I'm in a little disagreement with you cats on this one, because I think, in every NFL locker room, there is a placard on the wall that says no gambling on sports. So should you make the conscious decision to gamble on sports as a player, why is 1 year being too harsh? Bro, you should be lucky. And this is the thing. He's automatically suspended for a year, right? That's the minimum. Yeah, it could be more. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, we know it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? And I'm not speaking up for the league because I don't give a damn about that. But just being smart as a person, you have to take into account, like, if I do this shit, if I feel like I need to place a parlay, I'm not putting it in my name. I'm not putting my account. I'm not doing none of that. It's going to be one of my partners. It's going to be somebody where I do that. So he was dumb for doing that. But then again, let me not say he was dumb for that, because I think he's having mental issues right now. So maybe he wasn't thinking correctly when he did that. But the thing is, he'll be lucky to be back into the league, because like Mike said, Pete Rose got banned for life. Bruh, Shoeless Joe Jackson's not in the Hall of Fame because he is part of the team. He didn't even freaking participate in them cats getting broke off for losing the World Series, but he was on the team. So he got banned for life along with the rest of the dudes. So then you got Art Schlichter. You know what I mean? The quarterback came from Ohio State.
Messed up.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing major gambling though, but still the thing is, it's out there. They know, because come on, man, you can't tell me Charles Barkley just became a gambler after he retired. He was betting on games too, I guarantee it. You can't tell me Michael Jordan didn't bet on games, man. I'm sure these dudes all bet, but you just have to be smart. So him, as to G's point, putting down 1,500 on the parlay and sacrificing 11 million the following year, that's all on him, man. He just needs to think better and do better, man. I hate to see a brother losing that much money, but all I can hope is that this is not just the minimum. I'm hoping this is a max. I'm hoping it's 1 year, then he's back, because you know how they like to play games. They might be like, oh, we started off at a year. You know what I mean? And then maybe the Falcons are like, well, we don't want to pay him 11 million anymore. So you got that into play. They don't want to give him his money, so they think of something else. So hopefully it's a life lesson he learned. And I don't know how much he learned, because his first little tweet was like, I only bet 1,500. I don't have a problem. It's like, bro, don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Less is more. So
lawyer should have been like, told you to shut up.
Yeah, exactly. He shouldn't have put out nothing. But I hope that brother get it together, man. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, the NFL is hypocritical. Gambling is legal now. Their partner, the reason he got caught is the book that he placed the bet with is in partnership with the NFL, and they saw his name, so they reported him to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hypocritical,
Yeah.
you know?
Kings
So
is a major sponsor now.
so hopefully, you know, that brother, it'll be 1 year, he'll be back, and everything will be fine, man. But next, we're gonna wrap it up. We want everybody just give a quick little soliloquy on who you think will win the NCAA tournament. I love this time of year as far as the basketball is the most exciting basketball to me. To me, this is more exciting than the NBA finals, more exciting than the NBA playoffs. You know, these college kids get in there, they're not getting paid no big money or nothing. They're playing for the love of the game, and they go at it. And I love it. Now, I have my little spiel on it. I'll go last because, you know, I actually kind of look at it a little more than probably you cats looked at it. So, you know, let's go architect. I know you look at it some. What do you think?
Yeah. Just because it's his last season as head coach, I would like to see Mike, you know, Coach K get it, but I know Duke, they're not going. They're not going.
He ain't gonna get it.
No, you know,
he ain't got it, so he ain't gonna get it.
But also, you know what I'm saying? I very much grew up a Pac-12 fan. So I think, you know, if anybody can get it, you know, but and it is, again, it's March Madness for a reason. So, you know, anything can happen. But I hope Arizona takes it all, man. I really do. You know, they got a solid team. Shit, 31-3.
Is that because you're moving out there on Tuesday?
Oh, yeah, so I can party like a mug. You know what I'm saying? They win that tournament. You know, I'm going up. You know what I'm saying? No, but
Nah, they got a good team though.
No, they do have a solid team overall. You know what I'm saying? Alongside from all the jokes and whatnot. I mean, the last time I think they was in the championship, shit, one of my favorite players, Gilbert Arenas, he played like ass. That's Gilbert Arenas. It was Gilbert Arenas, Richard Jefferson, and them. Like they, you know what I'm saying? That was the last time I think they was in they was in the championship game. But I think Arizona could take it all. I think they very much have the potential to take it all. Don't get me wrong. Gonzaga is a good team, whatnot. Baylor, they cool. Even Auburn. I think of Auburn as a damn football school. But all in all, I think Arizona can take it all. That's my pick. That's my pick.
Okay.
Arizona.
Okay. Shiznan, what you got on that one, man? G got Arizona, huh?
Yeah, I ain't really been following. I'll be honest. You know, I know Tennessee's in there, Arizona, Baylor, UConn, Arkansas, and then the team that I've been hearing the most about is I'll probably fuck their name with Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Yeah, Gonzaga. Yeah.
I mean, they some hitters, so I don't know. Like, you know, to me, it'll be out of Tennessee, Arizona, I would say Baylor and Gonzaga. I'll probably go with Gonzaga because that's the heat. I haven't done a lot of research, but you know.
All right, so Shan, like the zigzag zig. What's up with you, Mike?
Man, you know, I would take Auburn, but I'm gonna go with Baylor. I'm just gonna go with Baylor.
Nice.
I'm going with Baylor. They've been there. They know what it takes to get it and get it done.
All right.
They know how to play with sudden death. They know how to play with sudden death circumstances.
Man, there's a lot of teams like returning to a tournament that actually have experience. You got UCLA, you know what I mean? They got
too up and down for me. They too inconsistent.
Yeah, but they're there. You got Arizona who will be there. You got Gonzaga with the zigzag zig. You got KU, they'll be there, and then Baylor. For me, and there's some teams that I've seen play that got hot that could actually cause some damage. You know what I mean? Auburn, I don't trust them because they got all the athletes, they're up and down, and they could win it just like anyone else, but they're inconsistent. And Purdue, they got Ivy, you know what I mean? And they're tough. Ohio State, you know what I mean? They're tough. There's like just tough teams all over. But I think this is a year Mark Few gets it done with zigzag zigs. I think Gonzaga will finally get that little title that they've been eluded so many years. You know what I mean? I mean, every year Like in the past 2 or 3 years, everybody's like Gonzaga's gonna finally get it. But I think this year they will. But if they don't, Arizona will. I like Arizona, really. I like Arizona a lot, actually. But I'm gonna go with the Zags, man. And that'll wrap it up for another show. I'm gonna let the fellas sign off, man.
Well, this is your boy, Laker Mike. I'm out.
Hey, what up? This is Big Shann. Always a pleasure, man. Stick around, like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.
I'm saying it's your playboy from the Bay Boy, the young architect. I appreciate y'all for coming out, what I'm saying, watching the live stream, watching this chit chat and whatnot. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, man.
Yes. And again, I'm your humble host, Big G. And like the cat said, remember, like, share, subscribe. Join us again next week. We're going to try to do some things intermittently in between. We'll keep you guys posted. We have some little topics that I've been discussing with Young G over there, the architect. There's some things that we might do alternately besides the Sundays. Maybe squeeze a Tuesday or Wednesday in there for the people. We will keep you posted. But until then, Sunday is the day for our sports fan talk. And thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, and see you again next week. Peace. 2 fingers.